What is up guys, Phoenix here, and today we're going to be working on part 3, I believe, of our Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul Pixel tutorial. So, where we left off last, we finished a little bit of the top of the mask, and now it's time to do a little bit of the inner detail, because before we build up further, I want to get some of the stuff like the mouth and things done. Also, for the ears and hair and stuff like that, I'm not really sure the proper steps to take to finish some of those at the moment, because I built it but I don't really have the idea done in my head. So we'll do that later. Instead we'll come down to the lowest part of the jaw right here where we have 9 flat, and all the way on the left side we're going to put 24 placement blocks going above it. So from here, and like I said, 24 going up. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I'm sorry, I'm just counting in my head, but I did think I just messed up for a second. But on top of the 24, we're going to put 1 on top of it, and then you can delete the 24. So I can recount while I'm deleting them now. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, everything's correct. So once you have that one single at the top right there, we're going to go to the left of it and put 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And to the right of it, we're going to put 11. So you should have this weird slit now. It just looks like maybe a line in the mouth. And we're going to be working with the left side for this part. So on the left side, we're going to be going down into the left, 11 flat again. And then from there, we're going to go up into the left to start shaping out the mouth. And the mouth has a weird shape, and there is also shading that I'm going to leave out for now. But we're just going to be doing singles and flats until we switch over into the vertical. So let's go up and to the left, 1 single. Up and to the left, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. 1 2 1 2. Up and to the left, 1 single again. And from that 1 single, we're going to go on top of it and place 1 block. And then to the left and place another. Now we're going to go up and to the left, 3 singles. 1 2 3. Up and to the left, 2 flat. Down into the left, 2 flat. Up and to the left, 1 single. Up and to the left, 4 vertical. 1 2 3 4. And from the 4 vertical, this is actually a split where we can either do the zipper or continue the rest of the mask. I'm going to move on and do the rest of the mask, and we'll come back to the inner detail like the zipper and the teeth later. But for now, we're going to be working with the cowl and shaping that out. So next, we're going to up and to the left, 1 single. Up and to the left, 2 vertical again. Up and to the left, let's see, 4 1 2. Let's do another 1 2, guys. So we're gonna go and copy this. We're gonna do another 1 single followed by 2 vertical. So up and to the left, 1 and then 2. From there, we're gonna go up and to the left, 3 vertical, then 4 vertical, and that should be the farthest point left. So 1 2 3. Place and block. 1 2 3 4. And from that 4, we're going to curve back inwards. We're going to go up and to the right from it, 1 single. Up and to the right, 2 flat. Up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 2 vertical. Up and to the right, 1 single again. And here's where it kind of levels out and starts going back down. It dips back downward to do the rest of the mask. And it does look a bit fishy to me. Hopefully I'm doing everything correctly. I'm following my own plans correctly, so let's just see. We're going to go up and to the right now, 3 flat. Then up and to the right, 7. And this is the highest point, so we're going to start going down into the right from there. So we're going to get our placement block underneath. And we're going to go down to the right, 3 flat. 1 2 3. Down to the right, 2 flat. 1 2. down and to the right, one single, 2 times in a row. So we have one placement, one again, down and to the right, 2 flat, down and to the right, 3 flat, 1, 2, 3. And now we're almost at the halfway point-ish. So there is a little bit more we can extend off into, but I'm not going to be doing that yet. Like I said, we're not working with a shading, so we're just going to go down and to the right, 13 flat first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then up and to the right. Actually, sorry, down and to the right, 14 flat. So we have this 13, and we're going to go down again into 14 this time. So it's the same number, just one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Now we're going to start looping up and to the right, and then we're going to make the top of the arch there, and then circle back down towards the bottom, and hopefully everything will meet up. So first we're going to up and to the right, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. And just each time put your placement block to the right side until we change directions. It makes it a lot easier. Up and to the right, 2 flat, 4 times in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then finally 1, 2. Now we're going to up and to the right, 8 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think that's the highest point of this side of the mouth. So we're going to start going down and to the right from there. A couple of flats and singles until we switch over into the vertical. So let's go down and to the right, placing blocks underneath, 2 flat. Down and to the right, 6 singles now. So placement 1, 2, and just alternate 3, 4, 5, 6. And like I say every time, some of you guys are really good at placing diagonals, so you don't need the placement block, but it's just there for people who do. Anyways, from those 6 singles, we're going to go down and to the right, 2 vertical. So placement block still underneath. And now we're going to be going down and to the left. So if you were placing them on the right side before, put them on the left side. If you were placing them underneath for placement blocks each time before, you can still keep them underneath. So we're going to go down and to the left, 3 vertical to start it off. 1, 2, 3. Down and to the left, 2 single. 1, 2. Down to the left, 3 vertical again. 1, 2, 3. And here's where it gets a lot trickier because there's going to just be a bunch of 2s and 1s. So we're going to go down and to the left, 1 single. Followed by 2 vertical. And these are all happening at diagonals, guys. The rest of this whole thing is going to be diagonals. Nothing's connecting directly until I specify otherwise. From there, we're going to go down and to the left, 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're getting really close to the edge there. Hopefully everything lines up. Down and to the left, 2 flat. Down and to the left, 3 single. 1, 2, 3. Down to the left, 2 vertical. Then down to the left, 2 single. 1, 2. Down to the left, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. So we just keep going down. And now we're below the line that we have to reach. So let's bring it back up. We're going to up and to the left, 3 flat, sorry. Like so. Then up and to the left, 2 flat. And then up and to the left, 3 flat to bridge this gap. 1, 2, 3. And let's just add an extra block there to kind of just close it. I think I missed one somewhere else because that should have been 3, but we're fine. We could just add the extra one there and there shouldn't be a problem. And I might just go back and figure out where the block I missed was. But for now, just add the extra block there or add. Next, we're going to go into closer detail, and what we're going to do is over by here on the bottom left where I said this is like the zipper split, but we never split up into it. So let me just outline it so you can see. We're going to actually do the inner teeth of the mask. So the teeth aren't really that hard to do, and I'm not going to be shading it like I said yet, but we're going to just do the black outline of the teeth. So where we have this 4 vertical right here, we're going to start by going up and to the right. And actually, we don't have to go up and to the right first. We can actually connect it directly to the single right here. So let's just do that. Connect it directly by adding an extra block there. And with that extra block is where we're going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical. So you can put your placement block on the right side or top, since it's going up and to the right. That's where it comes from. And then we're gonna keep going up and to the right, 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's like the left side of the zipper, sorry. Now from the top block in the 5, we're gonna skip the top one and go to the middle, I mean not the middle, the second one, so this one right here. And we're gonna put 1 to the right of it. We're then gonna go down and to the right, 2 flat. 1, 2. And from those 2 singles, we're gonna go to the left block. And below the one on the left, we're gonna add 10 going straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, and the 10th block is the one that's right there. So if it does meet up with what we had, the 2 flat below, you did it correctly. Now from this whole 10 strip right here, we're gonna start from the bottom and count up 3. So 1, 2, 3. And on the third one, we're gonna put 2 to the left. So that's how the zipper should look so far. Going back to the top now, so with this part right here, we're gonna continue the teeth from there. We're gonna go down and to the right, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And each one of these sections are gonna be a different tooth. So we're just gonna shape them out slowly. So from that 4 flat, we're gonna go to the first block and put 1 underneath. We're then gonna go down and to the right, 1 single. Down to the left, 2 vertical. And from the bottom block and that 2 vertical, we're gonna put 1 to the left, 1 to the right. So now we have this caved in area right here that I'm swinging at. That's actually gonna be colored light gray, and we can just keep moving on and doing like different teeth shapes and stuff. So from the right side of this, we're gonna go down to the right, 2 vertical. Down to the right, 2 flat. Up and to the right, 2 flat. And from the right block now, in that 2 flat, we're gonna put 1 on top. And we need it to meet up with here to complete that tooth. So we're gonna go another 2 on top of that. 1, 2, and then go up and to the left, 2 vertical. Now it didn't finish meeting up. What we're gonna do from that 2 vertical is go to the top block and just put 1 to the left to close out the shape. And it looks really risky right now, but once we have the other teeth in shape, it all looks and makes sense. So let's just continue from there. So we're gonna continue from this R shape where there's 3 blocks that are shaped backwards like this. And what we're gonna do is go to the bottom one right there. So this bottom one, and we're gonna add 4 going to the right of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we're gonna go down to the right, 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to the right, 7 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's actually 2 different separations or partitions where we can do 2 different teeth. So we'll actually do that. So first, going to the 5 flat, we're gonna go to the 3rd block, the one in the middle right here. And we're gonna add, let's see, how much do we want going underneath it? Instead of working from there, actually, I think it would be better if we worked from the bottom over here. That way we can't mess up any of the numbers. So let's go to the 2 flat we have right here and work the bottom right there by going down to the right, 2 singles. 1, 2. Down to the right, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right, 2 flat. And now to connect it to the tooth, all we're gonna do is go to the left block in the 2 flat and raise it all the way up until it touches the wall. So we're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4 to the top of it. But now we have this block on the right. All we're gonna do is put 1 on top of it and then go down into the right, 1 single. So you should have something that looks like this right now. The left side is a complete tooth, while the right side is still kind of open, so we're gonna close that right now. From the single right here, we're gonna go down into the right, 2 flat. Down into the right, 1 single. Up into the right, 1 single. Up into the right, 6 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one right there. Now from the bottom block in that 6 vertical, we're gonna put 1 to the right and then go below it 1. Sorry, I can't speak today. I've had a little sleep, guys, so I'm just trying to keep up. Hopefully I'm not being too bad with the commentary, but we already managed 3 teeth in the zipper, so I'm pretty happy. Anyways, from the 2 vertical, we're gonna go down into the right, 1 single. Down into the right, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up into the right, 1 single. up and to the right 2 flat. And this is shaping out another tooth right here, which we haven't started yet. We actually should start it soon. I'm just gonna shape a little bit more of the bottom because this next part is like 20 flat. So I just want to have enough on the bottom to meet up with the top when we're done with it. You'll see what I'm talking about, guys. Just bear with me. From there, we're gonna go down and to the right, 1 single, and it's kind of like the same ridge over and over again. You see how we have 2, 1, 4, and then 1, 2 right here. We're gonna do 1 again, like we have there, and then 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's kind of even to what we have on the left side, but we're gonna switch it up a bit. We're gonna up and to the right, 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. Then from the top block in that single, we're gonna put 1 to the right, and then 1 below. From there, we're gonna add 4 to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from the top block in that 4, that's what we're gonna do with them to create the 20. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna put 4 to the right of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 15 to the left, and it should meet over there at a diagonal, so let's try that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. But now he has this weird buck tooth thing going on right here, which looks pretty funny, but we're gonna fix it. We're gonna to the right one in this 2 flat right here, and we're just gonna add enough to the top to meet up with here. So I think it's 4 to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So it creates another tooth. He's no longer buck tooth. And we can continue to bottom now from the 20 and keep on like raising it around. We didn't even do the top row of teeth, but it's fine. He does have this middle section covered out where it's just gonna be light gray, and we're all gonna work on that in a bit. Anyways, from the bottom right here where we have this little vertical sticking down, we're gonna go down into the right 1 single, down into the right 2 flat, so placement underneath, 1, 2. And now we need to go up and to the right, add a diagonal, and we're gonna use 2 singles for that. So placement block on the right side, 1, then again, and another 1. Another 1. Now from the 2 singles, we're gonna start working on another tooth indent. We're gonna go up and to the right, 6 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from that 6 flat, what we're gonna do is go to the second block and put 1 above it. We're gonna go to the third block and put 5 above it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna go to the last block and go up and to the right 1 single from it. So this is what it should look like. Now right up here at the top, we actually don't have it connecting with the teeth. So what we're gonna do is go to the top block and we're gonna put enough to the left that it meets at the diagonal. So I think that's gonna be 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3, yep. And then we're gonna add 1 to the right. So that completes another tooth. And I think we only have like 2 to 3 more teeth left before we can start the top row. Also, there is some shading on the inside of the mouth, but we're not gonna cover it yet. So from the 5 flat right here, we're gonna just finish the top row by going up and to the right. 4 flat, up and to the right, 1 single, up and to the right, 3 flat, 3 times in a row, 1, 2, 3, that's 1, 1, 2, 3, that's 2, and 1, 2, 3, that makes 3. And now for the corner slots, we're gonna up and to the right, 4 flat, 2 times in a row, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and the final one, 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. Let's get rid of these dirt blocks, and then we'll do the bottom row, and hopefully everything meets up where it's supposed to, and we have no troubles. So from the bottom row where we have the single, what we're gonna do first is make sure I'm lined up properly. There's the 20 flat, there's the 5, the 4. So the single underneath the 4 is what we're working with. We're gonna up and to the right from it, 5 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from that 5 flat, we're gonna go to the second block and extend that all the way up, like so. And then we're gonna go to the final block and go up and to the right 2 vertical from it. From that 2 vertical, we're gonna go up and to the right 2 flat. And then the right block and the 2 flat, it's gonna get 2 things done with it. First, we're gonna extend it up all the way. Then from that same block, we're gonna go down and to the right 3 flat. From the last block in that 3 flat, we're gonna put 1 on top. We're then gonna go up and to the right 2 singles. 1, 2. Up and to the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, it met up with that row right there, kind of like just like meshing in well. And the final bit we're going to do is go to the same 3 vertical we just added in, this strip right here. And the bottom block is we're going to go below it and put 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3 at the diagonal. And it touches the wall of the teeth, or whatever you want to call this, which is fine. That's the entire bottom row actually. So what we need to do now is move on to the top row of things. And the way we're going to do that is go to this 4 over here, all the way on the right, that's hanging by itself. And we're going to up and to the right from it, 2 vertical. So it looks like this. From that 2 vertical, we're going to go back now and loop it to the left. So what we're going to do is put your placement blocks on the left side or top each time as we work here. We're going to up and to the left, 4 flat to start it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let me just kind of zoom out to make sure I'm at the right spot in the build, because I could be messing it up and I wouldn't even know. Alright, so for the next part of the teeth, what I do realize is that I did some of it wrong. Compared to my finished build, these top rows, these top parts, so you see all this black at the top, it's going to be white wool, and then there's going to be a gap of light gray wool that separates the rest of the teeth. So we'll go over that later. For now, this is just helping us frame everything, and I don't see a problem with that since it's doing a good job at it. So let's go down and to the left from this 4 flat, 3 flat. And what I mean is, like, these top parts and this top part right here is supposed to be white wool, but the bottom half is supposed to be black. It's just framing it in. So we'll probably go over it at the end of this, and I'll show you guys what I mean. But anyways, going to the 4 flat we had originally right here, we're going to the block all the way on the left, and we're going to put 1 on top. We're then going to go up and to the right, 2 singles from there. 1, 2. Down and to the right, 2 singles. So this is the corner piece we're stuck in. 1. And then we're going to go down and to the right again, just to close out the shape. Now what I'm talking about is, let me show you the white wool so I can show you what I'm talking about. We get white and light gray in your inventory. Like these rows right here where this black kind of stops right here, we would replace this with white wool. So the tooth should look like this. And then down here we'd have light gray wool. Whoops, I'm using the wrong color. But for now, while we frame stuff, we're going to just leave it like that. Okay? So anyways, from the 2 vertical we have right here, we're going to up and to the left, 2 vertical again. 1, 2. Up and to the left, 2 flat. Down and to the left, 3 single. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left, 1 single. Up and to the left, 3 flat. And let's just go across actually and do the entire row of teeth, and we'll just add stuff down as we go along and need to. But for now, I think we're doing a good job. So we actually forgot to do this tooth right here, which we'll just do right now. We're going to go to this bottom block, and we're going to put 3 going right below it. 1, 2, 3. Now going back to the 3 flat we have at the top right here, we're going to go down to left, 1 single. Down to the left, 2 flat. And to the right block in that 2 flat, we're going to put 1 underneath. And then we're going to go down to the left, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then always return back up to the top. Once we drop down, just return back up. So from this left block now, we're going to up into left, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Down to the left, 2 single. Down to the left, 2 flat. And from the 2 flat, we're going to the left block, and we're going to put 5 going below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, we're going to up and to the left, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2. Down and to the left, 1 single. Down and to the left, 2 flat again. And from the left block and the 2 flat, we're going to do the similar R shape we did over there by going down 1, except it's like in the opposite direction. We're then going to go down and to the left, 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And instead of returning to the top, I think it's time we caught some of the teeth back up. So we're gonna go all the way to the right side over here and get the bottom row of the teeth caught up with the rest of it. So from where we have this 3 right here, we're gonna go down to the left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the left 2 flat. Down to left 4 flat again. 1, 2, 3. Fourth box right there. Down to left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Down to left 6 flat. So 1, 2, 3. The fourth box right here. 5, 6. Then 6 again. So it's really getting long now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're pretty much caught up with the tooth, but we need to go back and delete these extra dirt blocks before we continue the upper row of teeth. And we're about halfway, so that's pretty good. So you should be right here. We're going to do the top row again. So go back to the top and go up and to the left 2 vertical. Up and to the left 2 flat 2 times in a row. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Down and to the left 3 single. 1, 2, 3. Down to the left 6 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From the top block, we're going to up and to the left 3 single. And then for the center part of that tooth, we're just going to go up and to the left 2 flat. So it's kind of similar to what we have over on the right side of it. Except we're going to switch it up from there, and we're actually going to go down into the left 3 single now. 1, 2, 3. And on that last single, we're going to put 1 to the left, like so. And then we're going to put 5 going below it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're more than halfway, and the 2 center teeth on both the top and the bottom kind of look similar to each other. They take up a big chunk, and they also kind of just space out everything so that everything on the left and right can be kind of crooked and everything like that because they are straighter. So working on the left side, we're going to go up and to the left 2 flat next. Up and to the left 1 single. Up and to the left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. And on the final block in the 3 flat, so this one all the way on the left, we're going to put 1 underneath it. We're then going to go down and to the left 3 flat. Up and to the left 2 vertical. Up and to the left 1 single. Up and to the left 2 flat. And now we're going to drop it back down. So we're going to go down and to the left 2 flat. And on the right block in that 2 flat right there, we're actually just going to put 5 going right below it. So 1, wrong side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not wrong side, wrong color. Now, if you look at these 2 teeth, they're kind of too far apart because we didn't put the center down. So we're going to go to this 3 flat right here, go to the block all the way on the right, and we're going to put 4 going below it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's how you do that with the teeth. Now, we're going to go back to the top row we have over here left off, and we're going to up and to the left 1 single, up and to the left 2 flat, down to the left 2 vertical, and from that 2 vertical, we're going to do something with the bottom and the top block, but I suggest you work with the bottom first. We're going to go down to the left from the bottom, 3 vertical, and then moving on to the top block, we're going to go up and to the left 2 single, like this. Make sure everything needs to be like this. Pause it if you need to. And then up and to the left 2 flat. And that's like the final tooth. So from the left block and the 2 flat, we're going to extend it down and just lock it out by going down 1. Then down into left 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like I said before, this kind of locks out the shape. But we need to do the bottom row of teeth, and then I'll make this a lot simpler for you guys once we're done with that. So let's actually do that. So going back to where we have the tooth over here, we're going to go down to the left from it, 15 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And from there we need to start going up and to the left. So put your placement block on top. We're going to go up and to the left 9 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the final block, we're going to go up 1 from it, like so, and it connects at the diagonal with one of the teeth. Then from the diagonal point right there, we're going to add 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the left 2 flat to get another diagonal going. Continuing from the diagonal point again, we're going to put 2 to the left of that. Not at a diagonal, directly on it. Then we're going to up and to the left 2 flat. But that 2 flat actually didn't touch where we wanted to at this diagonal. So what we're going to do is extend this one to the right one, and then extend it to the left one. And now everything connects. So for this final corner piece, all we're going to do is go up and to the left 2 flat. And we're done with the teeth, guys. That was quite the effort. It did take up a chunk of time, but it was worth it. So what I want you to do now is go on the inner part of it. So starting on the left side actually would be good. Let me get the potion of swiftness out, because even though I don't fill in stuff, it would be helpful if I showed you guys this fill in part as we do it. So it should be too thick or something like wide for this part. We're going to switch to light gray, and we're going to fill in from this part. So just extend it upward with light gray wool. This part all the way to the right, we're going to fill in with light gray wool. And I'll time lapse that for you guys real quick. Alright, so now everything is filled in with the light gray wool, as you can see, like the center of the teeth. But now the teeth need their own little thing going on there. Remember what I said, we're going to cut out some of these teeth for the white wool. So basically, all the teeth in the middle row right here, all these blacks that aren't going vertical are going to get deleted. So this is deleted, all of this is getting deleted. If it's not vertical, just delete it for the tooth. Except for right here, actually you might want to, actually no, you want to delete that. Except you want to put one to the right of it, kind of lock it out like that. So if they're flat, just delete them. And just maybe even just delete the ones I'm deleting only. Just like follow where I'm going. See, these are flat. This is vertical, like it's connected to the vertical that defines the tooth. But this is the 2 flat, delete that. Delete all that. I'll just go through and delete all of it. If anything, I'm not going to time lapse this part because I want you guys to see where I'm deleting stuff at. And hopefully you're able to pause it at each section, or you're just able to catch on and realize what I'm doing. Like you see, I skipped right there. We're going to delete these 2, skip this because it's part of the extension, but delete these to the left of it. And just go through and do that through the whole thing. And once you're done, actually, we'll be able to color in the tooth. And the zipper part, there's something on the zipper that needs to be erased, which is right here. You can erase that, otherwise you can keep it, actually. I didn't keep it in my finished build, just so you guys know, but if you want to, you can. I think that keeping that black there might actually be better than my finished build. So if you want to make an improvement, you can do that. So basically, everywhere where there's 2 or more vertical blocks, you just don't delete anything. So as you can see, we have all these jagged lines coming down now. And it still looks like it's teeth, it's just that he no longer has the flat parts going. And now you can fill those in with white wool. And let me just show you how it looks when it's done, so I'll time lapse that for you guys as well. And also the zipper is going to be light gray, guys. So if you want to color in the zipper right now, just make sure you just shove some light gray wool in there and you should be fine. Actually, there's going to be some shading on the zipper. I'll show you that right now, because I know you guys like the shading. So for the zipper, what we're going to do is go to where we have the 2 flat right here. And on the right one, we're going to put 3 above it with light gray wool. On the left one, we're going to put 5 above it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now everything below here is going to be light gray wool. And all this above is going to be white. So it's like a mix of white and light gray. Now I'm going to time lapse the teeth being filled in with white wool. Hopefully you guys enjoy. So there you have the teeth, guys. We're gonna drop the tutorial right there because we did accomplish a lot. Like the teeth was a big chunk of time. And for the next part, I think I'm going to do a bigger tutorial, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and I'm going to try and get the eye and maybe most of the frame done, and then we'll worry about detail after that, because we do have a lot left to do, guys. There's so much. This pixel art is huge, and hopefully you guys did enjoy this part. I just want to get this out there so that way people had something to work on for the Kaneki. But we're going to be doing the eyes next time, the ears and stuff like that, and maybe some of the hair. I just need to make sure I have the blueprint correct. So thank you guys for tuning in. This is Phoenix, and as always, I'll see you guys later. Bye.